The 10 p.m. hour is featuring plenty of snow, sleet, and freezing rain throughout the region, and it looks like that is going to remain the case all the way through the end of this storm. Let's take a look at some of the data. Now, originally, the idea was that the warm air was going to surge northward and change areas like central New Jersey, southern Long Island, New York City, eventually over to rain. That idea is failing as we speak. And the reason why is because that surface low pressure system off the coast, that is currently the secondary low but will become the primary low, is supporting more northerly winds. So that's drawing colder air into the region. Currently, we have reports of snow, sleet, and freezing rain throughout eastern Pennsylvania, central and northern New Jersey. Southern New Jersey is a mix of sleet and rain. Rains, especially down towards Wildwood, where we're not seeing a lot of rain because the strongest lifting in front of Genesis is all from basically Philadelphia, central New Jersey, New York City, and Long Island. On Long Island, where you would expect temperatures to rise above freezing and for the region to first go over the rain in the New York City metro, we're actually seeing reports of heavy snow in West Hampton, New York. Heavy snow and some fog. Temperatures are around 32 degrees. And by the way, in central New Jersey and Freehold, temperatures have fallen from 33.1 degrees at the very start of this event, now down to 29.8 degrees. So again, we're going in the wrong direction here. We were supposed to be warming up above freezing by this point at 10 p.m. and instead we have fallen even further below freezing. So this is going to be a real icy mess around the region. So definitely use caution if you have to drive, especially for tomorrow morning. If you're heading out for whatever reason, you might want to consider to postpone or even cancel because the roadways are going to be an icy, slushy mess. Because guess what? Temperatures aren't going to be warming up all that much from this point on. So why am I saying that? Well, first let's take a look at the radar here. The good news is that the speed of the storm is pretty much as forecasted, with the back end already now pushing through central Pennsylvania, starting to break up a little bit more in eastern Pennsylvania as your strongest warm air transport at the mid levels, say about 800 millibars, is driving towards New England. So I could say that the extent of the warm air transport is right about here. Then this is more driven by the upper level low and divergence and diffluence here. That's why you have this convective, broken up aspect to this event. I would say by about 12 o'clock, when we're going to be doing the final update, we'll probably see a lot more of this broken up nature pushing into New Jersey. So, in the meantime, we still got roughly another 2 hours of moderate to heavy precipitation in Philadelphia, central New Jersey, northern New Jersey, the New York City metro, and pretty much all of southeastern New York and Connecticut. Northeastern Pennsylvania, you'll start to see this all starting to break up and start to become a little bit lighter. Why is that the case? Because your strongest front of Genesis right here is all lifting off to your northeast now. What's left in terms of the precipitation is all being driven by the upper level low, the 850 millibar low, driving towards the coast. Why aren't we seeing a massive warm up though, like what we were expecting? Well, the reason why is because of our surface low. This surface low here is very, very close to becoming the primary low. We currently have the primary low here, which is what's driving all this warm air transport, but we're seeing the shift of the winds to the north and northwest because this is starting to become the primary low, the stronger low pressure system as we move forward. And probably by around midnight, we'll probably see this completely take over and shut down any type of low level warming. Why are we seeing sleet and freezing rain all in the same area? Well, it all comes down to this setup here. This is a skew T that has just been updated. And what it shows is that at roughly 800 millibars, you're seeing temperatures right around freezing, maybe even slightly above. And that's what's leading to sleet, freezing rain. However, when we get strong lifting, it's taking the colder air below this level and transporting it back up to 850 millibars, or should I say 800 millibars and 700 millibars. So what does that mean? It means that it allows your temperatures to fall back to slightly below freezing. Okay, so maybe instead of 32.5, it is 31.8. Okay, or in terms of Celsius, instead of zero point 0.1 degrees Celsius, it's minus 0.1 degrees Celsius. And so as a result, you end up with snow rather than sleet and freezing rain. And that's why we're seeing this back and forth, because as the lifting marches its way through, it's going to continue to shift back and forth. Now, once we get to the back end of this, we're just going to have a lot of snow showers and lingering freezing drizzle as the precipitation exits. So, overall, the forecast is evolving as expected. Here's our latest HRR guidance. And it looks like around midnight, it'll be over for the most part in Philadelphia. For New York City, roughly around 1 a.m., everything will start tapering off. And for Connecticut and Long Island, it's going to take a little bit longer, more likely towards about 6 to 7 a.m. before everything clears out completely. By 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, everyone will be drier. Everyone will be drying out, should I say. Our temperatures will start to rise above freezing into the upper 30s to mid 40s throughout the region. So by the afternoon hours, we should see much better conditions for the region. So if you don't have to go out for tomorrow morning, stay in, relax, have some more coffee, and as always, stay safe out there. See you in an hour.